Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Do you realize just how little is needed to get XRP back to an all-time high? Not that much. Definitely not that much. I mean, yeah, so we're talking about from the current price level of 62, 63 cents, fine. You're talking about a 518% increase, which, you know, in terms of traditional finance, investing in stocks, so on and so forth, not that it's never happened there, but it's certainly less common. But when you're talking about crypto, a 518% increase, that ain't nothing. You know, in fact, we're talking about, from this price level, roughly a six-fold, that's right, 6x increase just to get back to the all-time high. That's it, 6x. In crypto, that's nothing. That is absolutely nothing. And look, I understand, like, it can feel impossible at times to people when, but this is what markets do to break people down. I mean, we are our own worst enemies when it comes to investing. Things don't go when we want them to go. We want Moon now. We want our Lambos now. And I get it, like adult babies crying about it. But let's be real here. That's the point. People get shaken out of their positions. Markets can be absolutely vicious in that way. But patience can be rewarded when it comes to investing. And if you look in terms of even just investing in, something that you consider to be legacy finance, more traditional, maybe you want to word it like that, just equities. It's certainly a lot less boring than crypto, that's for sure. But we have over 100 years worth of data indicating that those people that just hold, even through the most tumultuous, uncertain times, while all sorts of people were panic holding, the people that held through that are the ones that did well. We don't need much money flowing into XRP to hit a new all-time high. We don't need much of a multiplier effect. We don't need much of anything, and XRP has legal clarity. What the hell do you think happens next? But so, look at this headline on your screen here. XRP repeats historical pattern after 5 years that resulted in 15,400% XRP rally. Plenty to dig into, but before sharing additional thoughts and information, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. Now, as I record this, XRP is at 62 cents, but not for long. So, like, even if you're disappointed we didn't get a new all-time high because of the Torres ruling in the SEC v. Ripple case, the thing that matters most is that XRP is now unshackled. So next time the market runs, knowing that XRP moves in tandem with the rest of the crypto market, that's when we're really going to see XRP fly. That would be my suspicion, let's say. But, the fact that we didn't see it now, it's... So what do we see here? We see that XRP has continued to behave like it's always behaved, which is to say that XRP has never run to a new all-time high unless Bitcoin price is going ballistic first. So it's doing what history should tell us to expect. And there's a question, there's reasonable speculation, like even I asked, is like, well, this is such a big deal that, could it possibly be the case that because of this legal clarity, should it come, that XRP actually could just run to an all-time high? And not that I was ever 100% convinced on that, but I was talking about the idea of that in part because I understood that it also would have depended on what Bitcoin was doing, because we're also at this point where, like, it's possible Bitcoin could start running. So if you have that in conjunction, and then we would get a positive ruling in the SEC v. Ripple case, that's what I found to be most interesting. Now, we didn't get that. We got part of it. We got the legal clarity with XRP, but we don't see Bitcoin doing much of anything lately, right? Mostly just moving sideways lately. But take a look at, where is it? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, right. So this is a post from Live Coin Watch on X, formerly known as Twitter. And they wrote, top cryptos % gain required to reach their all-time highs. And I'm not going to read all of them, of course, but this is the one that's relevant that I'm highlighting on your screen, XRP. All it needs is 518.5% increase as of the time they posted this. And I think XRP was probably like 63 cents at the time they posted this. But either way, it doesn't matter. And so, yes, 518%, big percentage, but in the world of crypto, it's not. It's not. It's really not. And there's not that much money in XRP, so to get a multiplier effect that's like that doesn't take that much money flowing. The market cap for XRP at the time of recording this is $33 billion. That's it. Bitcoin has $571 billion. So yeah, a lot more money flowing into Bitcoin would be necessary for it to hit a six-fold increase from here. Not that it can't happen. I'm just telling you it's a much greater hurdle. And so the opportunity for life-changing wealth is Not so much in Bitcoin anymore, but in altcoins. And I personally believe XRP, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I don't make price predictions. I acknowledge I could be wrong, and maybe XRP goes to zero. That's a possibility. I just don't see it happening because of the actual adoption here, because I think that's going to matter in a mature market. And in the meantime, XRP is provably moving in tandem with the rest of the market. Why would I be losing sleep over anything right now? XRP's got legal clarity, damn it. Like, I'm feeling great about this stuff here. And look at what the blockchain backer showed. I actually got a few things from him I wanted to share with you. He posted on Twitter. This is just a Bitcoin USD chart. And so shown 2023. And he wrote the following. Bitcoin has been stuck in this range for 22 days. In 2023, Bitcoin was stuck in two other ranges that were similar amounts of time, 23 days and 25 days. And I'll just pause to note here, just for those of you that care to look at your screen, you can see what those ranges were earlier in the year. It looks like it was March, and then also mostly in May, a little bit in June. And then he wrote, set new 2023 record and be stuck here for the rest of eternity, or get out before 25 days, question mark. And so, look, the ranges don't stay there forever. And it makes me think back to, for some reason, this one always stands out to me, but I think back to 2020, and I'd have to look at a chart, admittedly, to make sure I get everything right, so I'm just pulling from memory here, admittedly, but it was probably, like, roughly or exactly August, September, and October, where XRP was just moving around in the 20-something cent region, like mostly the lower 20-cent region, if memory serves. And it just seemed like it was just gonna be there freaking forever. Until it wasn't. Because again, it was fluttering around there, just the limited volatility. And then, in short order, it ran up above 80 cents. So it seems impossible. It's never gonna occur until suddenly it's not impossible and does occur. Which is what's gonna happen. I understand, so like, I've been holding XRP almost 6 years, waiting for a damn new all-time high. And I do think we would have had one if not for the SEC. I do believe we would have had one in 2021. But still, I don't get to control any of this. I'm still living a happy life. Everything's great. I still believe, personally, it is going to come here. I just don't get to choose when. But I am unwavering in this, and for logical reasons. And now take a look at this. This is XRP/BTC chart, and this is fascinating. So the blockchain backer... and of course, the red line, that's the 20-week moving average. And then you can see the XRP BTC price here. And so blockchain backer wrote, breakout in July. And after the rapid descent back to the 200-week moving average, XRP/BTC pauses to build support for the last 9 days. And he gave a thumbs up emoji there. And so worth noting here is it was actually several years before XRP popped up above that 200-week moving average, so that was substantial enough. And now it's pulled back down, there's a bit of a retrace, and it's checking that as support right now. And so he's just noting, it's been 9 days. Here it is, moving side. That's good. So if what was resistance is now support, that's good. That's directionally correct. That's what we want to see. And then it's also funny, as I was citing at the outset of the video, when it comes to investing, we are typically our own worst enemy. And I think that this is an illustration, what's on your screen here, of how easily people get hit in the feels. You know what I'm saying? And so then you also know when people are feeling what they're feeling, for a lot of them, it impacts what they do. They make important financial decisions based on their feels. And so here's the blockchain backer. He shared two different polls that he put out. It's the same question, but at two different time periods. The question is, what comes next? Bitcoin to $40,000 or Bitcoin to $12,000? And so the first poll, which is the one that's on the bottom, was December 21st, 2022. Bitcoin price was $16,900. And at that particular moment in time, 35.1% of respondents thought that Bitcoin would hit $40,000 next, rather than hitting $12,000 next. But 64.9% thought that Bitcoin would hit $12,000 rather than hitting $40,000 next. So a lot of people feeling beaten down, obviously, right? And it's not that I blame people for feeling down when like price is down. I understand that, but I'm just observing like this. people feel, and this is I've observed this for years on it, and every now and then I mention it. But it seems very clear to me that directionally, whatever is happening in markets at the moment, pick your market, it doesn't even have to be crypto. People just have this sense, this feeling. It's just a feeling that whatever's happening, it's just going to do that forever. Like when we hit the top for Bitcoin, in 2021 close to $70,000. If you had said, no, that was the top and Bitcoin's going to go back, are you kidding me? It's been running up like crazy. You kidding me? We're going to be past $100,000, $200,000. We're on the moon, baby. Okay, but it's just, you feel like but on the flip side, when we had the FTX collapse last year in November and things weren't so hot in December either, you ask, okay, what's next? Most people thought that Bitcoin would hit $12,000. So here you can see that's pretty much the sentiment as of December of last year. But then you go to fast forward, August 12th of this year, just a couple days ago here, blockchain backer, same poll. What comes next, $40,000 or $12,000? 31.2% wrote or responded in this poll, Bitcoin goes to $12,000. That's what's next. But 68.8% are believing that Bitcoin would go to $40,000 next, with the Bitcoin price being $29,400 at that time. And so again, understand, just be aware that you're a human too. We're all these animals. And it's the same crap that goes through people's mind holding XRP also. It just feels like, oh my God, it's just trading side. Nothing's ever going to happen. And then I'm impatient. And the opportunity cost, I could have put it in anything else. Okay, but that's why for me, I've sufficiently diversified, like, so what? But history does, even if it doesn't technically repeat, it does tend to rhyme with itself from time to time, I think it's fair to state. Here's this headline from the Crypto Basic. XRP repeats historical pattern after 5 years that resulted in 15,400% XRP rally. Now, folks, not that I am in belief that we're going to see that percentage increase for XRP, especially compared to where it is now. I don't. But the concept directionally and gigantic moves and life-changing wealth opportunities, yeah, that's all still there. I believe that. I firmly believe that. Now, that percentage, based on where we are now, that's probably not remotely realistic for the next cycle, but it doesn't matter. I think the sentiment is correct here. Piece reads as follows. Despite the recent downtrend witnessed by XRP since the July 13th peak, market watchers have continued to identify bullish patterns on multiple timeframes. The latest in the reclamation of the 20-day and 50-day SMAs against Bitcoin. UK-based analyst Crypto Insight first called attention to this bullish development in a recent post on X, formerly known as Twitter. He highlighted its significance based on historical trends observed by XRP. And this is the actual tweet here. I'll actually just make this full screen for a second. All right. And so he wrote, "This is the first time we have seen this for XRP in 5 years. XRP BTC on the monthly time frame has reclaimed the 20 and 50 SMA. Not only this, but it has also wicked back to the 50 SMA to test it as support if we continue to hold out the month." And they put a little target emoji there. And he says, the last time we saw a bullish claim of these two SMAs on the monthly time frame was 2017. The biggest bull run in XRP history. Will history repeat? Okay, so look. Forget the percentage that was cited in the article. Forget that. The idea of XRP behaviorally doing something that is strikingly similar to what happened in late 2017, I think that's perfectly reasonable to speculate. In fact, that's what I've been here for almost 6 years now, counting on that to happen again at some unknown point in the future. Yes. Anyway, piece continues here. Notably, the XRP BTC chart surged to a high of I'm not even going to read that. It's like a bunch of zeros, in July, marking its highest point since December 2022. This impressive increase resulted from XRP outperforming Bitcoin from mid-July on the heels of the victory in the SEC lawsuit. Yeah, and that was so fascinating. I mean, yeah, fine, no new all-time high for XRP as a result of that July 13th ruling, XRP Victory Day, as it's come to be known. But XRP did lead the market. XRP made Bitcoin rally that day. And then it lost those gains. But the point is, XRP actually led global crypto markets, which I've seen happen a handful of times over the years, but it's usually only for a little, just very short periods of time, nothing truly sustained, which isn't surprising me, and that's fine. I don't mind that Bitcoin leads markets. It does not matter to me. Just because XRP happens to be my favorite cryptocurrency. I mean, I'm pro Bitcoin, I hold Bitcoin also. But it's still neat to see when that happens. How many other cryptocurrencies out of the over 20,000 that exist have ever caused Bitcoin to respond in terms of price action? Almost zero. Maybe you could say ETH, and I don't even know what else. Maybe there's some others. but probably not many. But here you have XRP causing Bitcoin to move up. And then they also write, interestingly, Crypto Insight pointed out that XRP had not recaptured these two SMAs against Bitcoin since 2017. The analyst noted that the last time XRP achieved this feat, it resulted in its largest bull rally, with which it surged to an all-time high. A look at the XRP/BTC monthly chart corroborates these claims. Notably, the last time XRP captured these SMAs was in March 2017, amid an impressive 308% rally. After this, the asset registered impressive gains, surging from, about 2 cents, just call it that to round it, in April 2017 to $3.31 in January 2018. This rally represented a 15,400% increase in less than 1 year. However, following the drop from the $3.31 all-time high, XRP began shedding off its gains. The asset dropped below the 20-day SMA in April 2019 and the 50-day SMA in June 2019. Right, so again, and this is what the blockchain backer was highlighting too, it was several years, and then it just happened. So it was impossible. It was never going to happen until it did. Just like the conclusion of the SEC v. Ripple case, it was never going to happen. We were never going to have the clarity. Oh my God, the SEC's dragging it out, until one day it happened, and everything was fine. I think the same thing's going to happen with XRP. One day we're going to wake up and it's just, and that's happened before. I don't believe that it's over. Not even close. And we're not asking for much just to get to a new all-time high, about a 6-fold increase from here. It's like nothing. And so once it does hit a new all-time high, and nothing goes up in a straight line forever, but that's when the real fun's going to start. Because then you're talking about price discovery. Now, when that happens, I don't pretend to know how high it's going to go. But that's why I'm very conservative in terms of what my exit strategy is. And there's a reason that I put in way, way, way more money than most people would ever feel comfortable putting into XRP. I did that so that I'd be able to sell at a lower price. If I did not do that, then I wouldn't feel comfortable selling at where I've publicly stated I'm going to sell, which would probably be mostly the $5 to $7 range is what I'm thinking right now. Had I put less money into it, I'd want a higher price before feeling enticed to exit. But I don't have to worry about that. Now, and of course, the flip side is meant way more risk for me over the years. Way, way, way more risk. Especially the uncertainty in the SEC v. Ripple case, and then what if something goes horrifically wrong, or there actually is a hole in the code that exposes it. So I've had a lot of exposure here, in which case things in theory could have gone horrifically wrong. But if they go to the positive the way I'm anticipating, then it'll all be worth it ultimately. And then I'll sell, and then I'll still be pro XRP. It doesn't mean, by the way, even when I sell, that doesn't mean that I think XRP can't or won't go higher necessarily. It just means I'm doing what's right for me. And then XRP would peak somewhere, and then it would crater back down. And then at that point, I'll just start dollar cost averaging it again, do it all over again. Of course. I can make life-changing wealth from XRP more than once, I believe, right? I want to do it once first. But then after that, let's do another cycle, man. Absolutely. Because I don't think that the opportunity is going to cease to exist. Because this is all about speculation from emotional buyers and sellers. That's part of what I'm counting on. Humans to continue behaving like humans. Yes, absolutely. It's exciting. Because we are at this point where XRP does have legal clarity, and crypto markets have been heating up. And yes, we're trading sideways right now. For most of the last month, Bitcoin, it's been actually technically been trending downward. Here, let's do a 30-day chart here on Live Coin Watch. Yeah, mostly sideways. You could say maybe it's a slight trend to the downside. Okay, whatever. It doesn't stay like that forever. That's the point. That's kind of like one of the things I was saying when I opened the video. Yeah, it doesn't stay like that, though. Eventually, Bitcoin's going to go, and it's going to start ripping to the upside, and then XRP will fall at some point and melt faces. That's my expectation. And so much of the stuff that we needed to have happened has already happened. Just have to be patient. That's how I'm going to be. Y'all do whatever you want, but I've told you what my general plan is. Just going to sit here and do absolutely nothing. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.